Hey guys, welcome to another episode of M2M session with me, Anna Ian AI. Okay guys, so today I will be talking to you about the reconfigured man. The reconfigured man. So let me just say this, please, as a starter, okay? I know that there are some elderly men listening to this podcast, okay? And you have kids, you have sons, you have nephews. And I know that most of you, if you're not a father in quotes and you're listening to me and you're a young guy, middle age, and you have younger brothers, okay, or you have younger cousins, please, I want you to give them a gift. Yes, I want you to give your son or your nephew or your younger brother or your best friend who is a guy or your mentee, I want you to give that person a gift. Just pick one person and give the person a gift. Give the person a gift that will reconfigure the person. And what is that gift? Share the link of M2M session with him. That's the best gift that you can give him. Okay? That is the best gift that you can give him. Now, my younger brother should be listening to this podcast right now. And little Joe, I want you to know that I love you and that I am super proud of the young man that you are growing up to become. Okay guys, so let's get right into today's podcast, the reconfigured man. So what does it mean to be reconfigured? What does it really mean to be reconfigured? You know, the word configuration means that you are building a setting. Configuration. So you see, as men and in our society, we have been configured in a certain way. We've been configured to think in a certain way. Now, some of the ways that we have been configured to think are: number one, men don't cry. But I want you to reconfigure your mind and know that there is nothing wrong with you as a guy crying. Okay? There's nothing wrong. It's perfectly okay. Crying doesn't make you feminine. Crying doesn't make you a weakling. Crying identifies that you are human. Yes. Crying means that you are human. Okay? It's okay to cry. It's okay to express your emotions as a man. Let it out. Let it out. Crying is not a special technique designed for weaker vessels. No. Crying is an outward expression of an inward emotion. It is honorable to cry because even kings cry. Yes, even kings cry. So, the human brain has a left side, which is the logical side, and the right side, which is the emotional side. As long as we have a brain, both men and women are emotional and logical beings. So enough of the thought that only women are emotional beings and men are logical beings. No, we as men, we are also logical and emotional as well. Okay? So another way that we've been configured is be a man. So when you hear be a man, you're being, the natural thing that comes to your mind is to respond with violence. No. Please, the next time you hear that phrase used on you, especially by a lady, be a man, I want you to politely ask the person what she means by that. Because you see, be a man actually means that you are taking responsibilities and you are embracing your emotions. Yes, you are embracing your emotions. Now, some other things I want you to, that some other thing that has been configured in us is, if two girls hug, it's normal. But if two guys hug, come on, you think they are gay? No. Oh, I know what's happening in the society with all the gender, transgender, and the rest. But I just want you to know that it is okay for you as a guy to hug a fellow guy with no extravagant, sensual, emotional attachment to it. And it's okay for two guys to talk about their challenges and encourage one another. It doesn't mean they are feminine. So please, let's stop the name tagging. Let's stop name tagging what is normal. You need to start valuing the relationships that you have with your fellow guys. Okay? Now, I want you to understand this also, that most of the times when a lady is trying to, when she's probably talking, we begin to feel that they are inferior to us. Some of us, some persons have been configured with the mindset that the woman is the inferior being. No. A man is not superior to a woman, and a woman is not inferior to us. So all the alpha male and the feminists, I have a news flash. As human beings, we are originally the superior beings by design. One other configuration that we've had over the time is that, you've seen and you've probably been taught that raising up a child is a mother's duty. No, it's time to reconfigure that mindset. As a father and as a future father, you have the responsibility to be emotionally available for your children, especially your sons. Especially your sons. Okay, so how to be reconfigured? There are 6 various areas you need to pay attention to in order for you to be reconfigured. I call it the 6 areas of purity. Because you see, what the configuration has done to our mind is that it has brought in some level of impurity. So we have to become pure. When something is dirty, you have to clean it. That's what reconfiguration does. When the default setting has been messed up, you reconfigure it. When a machine has been programmed to operate in a particular way and the system becomes corrupt, for you to get it working appropriately, what do? You reconfigure it. It's time for a reconfiguration. It's time for you to become the reconfigured man. How? By these 6 areas of purity. Please pay attention. Number one, mental purity. Mental purity. Okay? Mental purity. What's on your mind? What's on your mind? Because you see, most times in certain situations, the thoughts that runs through our minds, okay, we may not be able to control it. Most of them come consciously, others come unconsciously. But believe me, 85% of the things that runs through our minds can actually be controlled. Of course, when you lay on your bed and you are about to go to sleep, the first 15 to 20 minutes that you close your eyes, you use that minute to think. Whatever you think of did not come consciously, it came unconsciously. Mental purity. So how do you control 85% of the things that you think about? Because you see, a man is a total makeup of his thought pattern. The outcome of a man is as a result of the input of his mindsets. The result of a man can be traced to his thoughts. So as a man thinks, so he is. Remember one of the books written by a great author, Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. Your thoughts will influence your life. Whatever you think about will influence who you become and what you do. So you see, there's a moment where a lady is nagging and talking, and you're thinking in your mind, I will slap this lady. And you're thinking of slapping her. Guess what? If you allow that thought to keep on staying there, one day you will tell her, if I slap you, you won't slap her that time. But the next time she does it, you will actually realize that you slap her. And then you will now come back to your senses. What just happened? Hey, that slap did not happen when you slap her. The slap started when you started thinking about it. What's on your mind? What's on your mind? This is the primary place you need to start working on first. So how do you control 85% of what goes through your mind? Number one, by controlling the things that you hear. Number two, by controlling the things that you watch. Your ears and your eyes. Your ears and your eyes. I would also say the things that you read. What do you read on social media? What information do you absorb? What do you feed your eyes? What do you listen to? What do you pay attention to? These are the things that controls what you think about. So if you want to gain control over your thoughts, control what you watch. If you cannot control the things that you watch and you feed yourself with negative things, with bad news, with fear, that's what your life would be full of. So read books. Most times when you find yourself thinking about some things that you don't want to be thinking about, read books to distract yourself. Hell yeah, watch a movie. Watch a movie to distract yourself. You could probably listen to a music or take a walk just to distract yourself from those thoughts. And of course, if it gets to a point that you are still struggling, quietly ask the Holy Spirit for help. And he would help. Just claim that you don't like what you're thinking about, and he would help you. Ask your maker, ask your creator to help you to stop thinking about what you're thinking about. Alright, let's move to the second level of purity. The second level of purity is financial purity. Financial purity. Now, what do I mean by financial purity? Now, by financial purity, I'm not just talking about making money. Making money is important. Having money is important. Saving, investing, that's important. But the aspect of financial purity I'm talking about is the aspect where you are in debt and you refuse to clear your debt. It is financial impurity for you to owe somebody money and not make plans to pay it back. It is financial impurity for you to fraud somebody, for you to steal money that does not belong to you. It is financial impurity and a clear sign of lack of financial integrity for you to work in an office and you're given the privilege to make the plans and the budget, and instead of giving the accurate budget, you increase some zeros. Why? Because you want to get money out of it. That is wrong. That's wrong. That's not how you get rich. It's not. So if you're owing anybody money, go and pay it back. Make plans to pay back every single dime that you're owing. There are most persons that their financial impurity has gotten so devastating, stinking, and smelling to the point that probably the person who is owing, who they are indebted to, rather than making amends to say they can pay back, they are making a quarrel out of it. You have no right. Somebody worked for that hard-earned money and lent you the money based on trust, and you don't even have the integrity and the financial purity to pay it. That's irresponsibility. You have to pay it back. Probably your mind has been configured that it is not all the money you owe that you should pay back. Hey, go and pay back all the money and become debt free. Stop owing money. It's a bad habit. It's a bad habit. And when your debtor, when your creditor calls you, you better pick up the call. You better pick it up and explain yourself. Stop the hanky-panky. The third level of purity, the third area of purity that you need to work on in order for you to become the reconfigured man is your emotional purity. Emotional purity. Now let me start this way. As a guy, you know very well that if you go into a relationship with that young girl, with that young lady, you people will not end up in marriage, but you still go ahead because of your sexual urges, because you feel like you just want to play around, because you feel like when you get tired of it, you can break her heart. That's emotional impurity. Don't do that. Don't get into any relationship if you're not planning on getting married to that person. And don't also get into marriage if you have a backup plan or an escape plan. No! Stay there. Make your marriage work. Make your marriage work. Don't jump in and plan to jump out. It's wrong. It's wrong. You are setting a bad example. If you're a father, you would be setting a bad example for your children. Now, I am not saying that you should stay in a toxic relationship. Neither am I saying that you should stay in a toxic marriage. But most of those things can be curtailed before entering into marriage. Stop pretending in courtship. Pay attention to courtship. Give it time. Don't just see a girl today and you hope and expect to get married to her in 2 months or in 3 months' time. Hey, sit down and study her. Get to know her. And also work on yourself. Part of emotional purity talks about working on your character. Work on your character. You have anger issues. Anger is an emotion. Anger is an emotion. Learn to work on your anger. Stop flaring up easily. Work on it. It's not everything you should get angry at. It's not everything that you should get angry at. You shouldn't be losing your temper easily. Work on it. Work on it. Work on your sexual drive. That's a feeling. Because you see, the same hormone that is released to your brain when you're having sexual urges, it is the same hormone that is released to your brain when you take cocaine. You're surprised, right? Work on it. It is an emotion. Learn empathy. Another part of emotional purity is learn how to relate with people. It's a skill called interpersonal relationship. Learn how to relate with people. Do not talk to people anyhow. Do not talk down on people. If you want to give people criticisms, give them constructive criticisms. Do not be a critic or fanatic for life. Be a lovable person. Be friendly. That's emotional purity. Emotional purity. The next area of purity, which is the fourth area of purity, is physical purity. Physical purity. Now, physical purity talks about cleanliness. It talks about your outward appearance, but not just your outward appearance, but it also talks about your inward appearance. Let me be very, very blunt right now. There are some guys out there, probably you're even the one who is listening to me, and you do not monitor your armpit hairs, and you don't check your pubic hairs. When it is grown, shave it. Please, shave it. You don't need to go to a salon to shave your armpit hair. You don't need to go to a salon to shave your pubic hair. Get into your bathroom, your toilet, and shave off. Shave it. Stop constituting air pollution and body odor nuisance in the society. If there's one thing I can't tolerate, it is body odor, especially from guys. Buy a deodorant. Buy a deodorant. Spray it on your body. Buy antiperspirant, Nivea, Rexona, okay? Spray it on your armpits. Buy a deodorant, buy a body spray, buy perfume, buy a cologne, spray it on your clothes. Look good and smell good. It is physical impurity for you to have body odor. It is physical impurity for you to have body odor. Take a nice shave. Don't leave your hair all bushy. Once or twice a week, visit the salon and shave your mustache, your beard properly. Okay? Shave properly. Put on good clothes. Pay attention to color combination. As guys, we can't wear everything that the ladies wear. We can't. So as a guy, if the color of your shoes, especially if it is a corporate shoe, needs to match with the color of your belt. Now, please, I'm not saying you should go and wear a purple shoe and a purple belt. No. Look decent and look modest. Look decent and look modest. get a nice haircut. Hi! Thank God I didn't forget this. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Wash, laundry your underwears and your socks. There are some guys that when they come back home, they just carry their shoes and their socks and they put their socks inside the shoe and they wear it again the next morning. So if they go out and if you go somewhere, you'll be perceiving, you see, there are two types of odor. Odor is in two levels. There's body odor and there's socks odor. and the stench, you see, the stench from the socks can terminate the wonderful fragrance of a cologne. Let's be clean. Let the physical purity start with us. Let this reconfiguration start with us. That's why I'm telling you that you need to gift every part of M2M session to a friend, to a sibling, to a loved one, to a cousin, to a nephew. Okay. The fifth area of purity, number five, sexual purity. Sexual purity. That's the fifth area of purity. So, what has sexual purity got to do with this? Because I'm sure probably most of you, when you heard about purity, you thought I would just talk about sexual purity. No. Sexual purity, you already know it already. In case you're not aware, most of the things I speak about on my podcast is driving towards this. Gain control over your sexuality. Stop watching pornography. Stop masturbating. Stop it. You're wasting that energy. If you don't know what to do with the energy that you're using to masturbate or using to have sex, please go to the gym. Go to the gym. You must not sleep with every lady on skirts rather. Stop distributing your private parts as if it is a community dick. Sorry to use that word. You don't have a community dick. You don't have a community penis. Stop distributing it everywhere. Stop distributing it to everybody, to every lady. It is called private part for a reason. It is called private part because it ought to stay private to you and to your wife. So stop watching porn. Stop masturbating. If you're cheating, you see, a part of sexual purity is fidelity. Now, if you are a virgin, if you're a young guy and you're listening to me and you're a virgin, I celebrate you. Embrace your virginity. Embrace it. Do not allow society tell you that you are in error for you to be a virgin. It is a pride. It is honorable to be a virgin and to remain a virgin until marriage. There is nothing extracurricular about sex. There is nothing. Go and ask the people that are married. They've had sex until they are tired. Some of them are tired. So embrace your virginity. No sex until marriage. Now, if you are not a virgin, okay? If you are not a virgin, you can still give, and you're not yet married. If you're not a virgin and you're still single and you're not yet married, you can still give your wife the gift of fidelity. The gift of fidelity. In that relationship, you can set rules and boundaries that no sex until marriage, no penetration until marriage, no oral sex until marriage. then you gift her the gift of fidelity. The gift of fidelity means that you have not slept or you've not had sex with any other woman apart from her. That's the gift of fidelity. And you can also maintain fidelity while in marriage. That is sexual purity. That's sexual purity. And it's also possible for you to control your sexual urges. Yes. It's very possible for you to control your sexual urges. If you're feeling so horny, grab your pillow and hug. But that's an energy. So go for exercise the next day. I beg of you. Go out for exercise. Burn the same way you burn calories in exercise, you also burn that energy that has been stored up and is becoming a sexual drive. Learn to control it. It's possible. Finally, the final area of purity, number 6, the 6th area of purity is spiritual purity. Spiritual purity. I beg of you, whatever God you're serving, serve your God wholeheartedly. I'm a Christian, but I respect Muslims a lot. I have Muslim friends and I respect them a lot. I admire their level of commitment and dedication to serving their God. You can never find a Muslim attacking another Muslim about their belief, especially on social media. But you see, Christians, there are many of you on social media talking about pastors and men of God. Stop it. Stop it. Who do you think you're fooling? You're making a mockery of the very religion, the very faith you believe in. Worship your own God. What do you believe in? Stay there. What's your business? It's not given to you. It's not your place to talk about men of God. It's not your place. Have you finished with your own life? It shows how idle some persons are. Going on social media talking about men of God. Have you ever seen a Muslim talking about an imam? It's sad because Christianity is gradually becoming a divided religion with so many sects. It's one God that you are serving, But come on, serve your God, worship your God. If somebody is walking in error, leave the person. You find your own God and serve. Find your own God and serve. Spiritual purity. Maintain a relationship with the Godhead. Maintain a relationship with your Creator. Study your holy book, whatever your holy book may be, whatever your life manual may be, Quran, Bible, whatever it may be, study it. Abide by it. Live by it. Pray. Pray to your Maker. You need to depend totally on your Maker, because you see, no man is without flaws. No man is without flaws, but take God out of the picture and every man is a mess. Every man is a mess without God. So worship your God. Worship your God. Be faithful. Be faithful. You see, as men, we make mistakes every day. Some of the mistakes we make, they are unreasonable. No one is perfect. But you see, do not dwell in the guilt or in the memory that you're not good enough. The mercies of God are brand new every day. You can try again the next day. You are not condemned, but you are forgiven and you are loved. So it's time to be reconfigured. It's time to become the reconfigured man. Reconfigure your mindset. Reconfigure your emotions. It's okay to cry. It's totally okay to cry. Reconfigure your finances. Reconfigure your sexuality. You are a man. As long as you have a penis, you are a man. Whether tomorrow you feel like a woman, you are a man. Your DNA still carries that you are a man. You can't cheat nature. Reconfigure your physical man, your physique, and reconfigure your spirituality. Thank you very much for listening to this podcast. Till I come your way again, I wish you all the best in life. And I wish you my best regards. Cheers.